nobody. I don't even got the other phone. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys?
Hey.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Love, where we explore the truth about healing, emotional alignment, and the kind of love that starts within in your heart. In your heart. I am your favorite love prescriber, Miss Love Doctor, and where there is love, there is always inner beauty. So y'all say what's up to my beautiful co-host.
Hey, 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 happy Thursday. Welcome to the Love Lounge.
Oh, welcome to the love. We got to cheers to that.
Cheers.
We at the Love Lounge. Welcome,
Mhm.
welcome, welcome. If y'all got a drink, cheers to you too. Cheers
Okay, if
to
y'all
you
worked
too.
hard
Cheers.
today. You don't taste nothing now. Mm.
She don't taste nothing. I taste everything.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we gotta always start it off with the fact that if nobody has told you that they loved you today, we would definitely love to be the first because it's important, like no time than the other, that we share real, authentic, and genuine love worldwide.
Ooh, worldwide.
Okay. Love thy neighbor, as they say. Love thy gas station clerk. Be nice to each other. We ain't do it. And guess what? The whole thing about the situation is we all probably got done.
Yeah.
You got done. I got done. We all got done. So you mad that you got done, but I should be mad that you got done too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So there's no greater time, and I'm gonna keep saying this too. Love has conquered hate. Let's just say that.
You said that.
Mm-hmm.
Because love do need to conquer hate. Because there's too much hate now here in this world. Okay.
It's like we
Too
leading
much.
with that. It's like we're teaching our kids that. It's just like downloading and downloading and downloading. And I have to take confused out my vocabulary because I'm not confused. But sometimes I have to, you know, have to be very cautious and aware of what is really occurring at this point of time. And my whole mission is to ensure that we restore love. So nobody told you that they loved you today. It's like a Care Bear. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
heart,
Okay. My heart to yours. My heart to yours. So to give love to yourself first is actually the key.
Don't know that. Yeah.
It's actually the key. So before we talk about romantic love, family love, or community love, we have to talk about the relationship that shapes them all, and that's the one you have with yourself. Okay, so before we talk, because every relationship you entered is filtered through your self-worth. Yourself is filtered. So imagine you making a cake and you gotta sift it. Well, I don't know if young people know how to sift because we used to bake, but you gotta put a filter.
The sifting.
Yeah,
because that is true.
You gotta filter things through, and your self-worth, your self-love, and your ability to actually stay connected to yourself, even when you creating these deep um connections for someone else. Right. And this message is specifically too really hardcore for my young people, because and I mean all ages really in reality, but I'm just right now my heart just pulled me to the young people because you're still figuring things out. We're still figuring things out at this age, but you're really at a pivotal moment where you haven't had all the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows that we've had to figure things out. But if you know what you're worth, if you know how to love yourself, you're going to be able to make all these deep connections that you'll make along your life, but they'll be way more healthier for you. There'll be way less toxicity for you, So that's just the message that I have for y'all today.
I love that. I love that. Because we be seeing these kids going through these toxic things. You be like, oh, Lord. Like already right now? Like you ain't even.
I feel like they live in love and hip hop relationships.
Yeah.
What they're seeing on TV. We saw Claire Huxtable. I saw what I thought I wanted my love life to be. I knew that I was going to be a doctor and I probably was going to marry somebody else. And, we were going to be meeting up at an HBCU. Like, I knew what was going to happen, and then.
And then.
Society happened. Society definitely happened. So, yeah. So today we're going to talk about how self-love and self-worth shapes everything in your relationship. The sign you're going to abandon yourself in love, because let's keep it real, you lose yourself sometimes, and sometimes you don't even know that you have lost yourself because you're so far lost in the sauce, that you don't know that you have technically lost yourself in said love, and you kind of depleted the love for yourself that you have. And how to stop betraying yourself emotionally, because if you betraying you, I don't know if what else to say to that, because once you allow yourself to betray yourself, you automatically open up the door for all kinds of bullshit. I mean, stuff, crap. I don't know if we're supposed to curse or not, but first we gotta reset.
Okay, I love our reset. Okay,
we gotta reset, and it's important. It's important.
It is.
So we're gonna do a heart reset. Put your hand on your heart, as you know. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to release, and you're going to feel your own presence, and you're going to feel your own power, and you're going to feel your own worthiness, right? So when you take your deep breath in, silently say to yourself, I return to myself, I honor myself, and I choose myself.
That just be giving you so many, like, I relax every time, like my shoulders drop.
Because you got to let your body soften, let your mind settle, let your heart open up to the truth. And it's very important that that's something that we do, and we talk about, because your heart matters, my heart matters, and it should matter to each other, right? Because you have a heart. So and that's been my prayer lately. Like, I think hearts need to be touched. Specific
for
specific hearts. The cold ones, yeah. So we're going to stop hating. It's still soon as I said pray for some hearts, I'm not even gonna tell y'all. She saw it real time. Whose face popped up? The news took over. Like, what is happening to the computer? Like, are you serious? Yeah, crazy. They did that. They did that. What's up, Miss T? How you doing? You know we love you.
Our biggest.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, the love you give yourself, right? Every relationship you enter mirrors the relationship that you have with yourself. Wait, whoa. Pause on the cause.
Okay.
Because I brought back our affirmation cards, because we used to love doing our affirmation cards.
Yes, we do.
So this one is called, I got this for my birthday. It's called Affirmations for a Badass. Okay. So you get to pick your own.
Ooh, okay. Lord, where you lead.
They knew, so they kind of sticky.
Okay.
They kind of sticky. I ain't heard that song in a minute. All right, I'll pull mine.
I ain't even.
And then you weren't even supposed to read it. You forgot the rules.
I know.
Don't read this one.
Okay. I did.
So the next one we're gonna do is, because we're talking about love and relationships, is from tonight's conversation. Y'all tag Ace, let him know we do be plugging him on our show. And this is from the self-love deck. All right.
Oh, my favorite too. Okay, don't look.
Don't read it. Come on, read it. You can read your affirmation, but
okay. So, bold affirmation. There is a shit ton of happiness ahead of me.
Not a shit ton.
That's what it said. I welcome joy and abundance into my life with open arms. Okay. When I say today, this really, people were like, oh, you deserve that. That's so sweet. Like the blessing that I was blessed today was like, again, just me talking, just me doing what I do. And for someone to be like, let's go, let's do this. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow.
And you have been talking about it, so you low key, high key manifested.
Yeah, I manifested it.
Yeah. It was like you called me. Well, no, I got a call right before you, and they said they had great news that made them want to cry. Like exactly. And then you called me right after and said, "Man, I just got great news. I wanted to cry." And I was like, "Look at that. That's beautiful."
It's hard when you are all, when you're the giver and to be on the receiving end, and nobody that don't know you, don't want anything from you, just like, oh, I was going to
just the kindness of their hearts,
bro. That to
the
me,
kindness of their heart.
I was on cloud nine ever since that.
Okay. I love that.
Okay,
good news coming threes. Let me see where I'm at. All right, my affirmation says, winners focus on winning, losers focus on winning, and I am a winner. I keep my eye on my own success. It's a bold ass affirmation.
Hey, wait, it said winners.
Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winning, and I'm a winner. So it's like, regardless of where I'm at in life, I'm
losing or winning. I'm trying to win.
I gotta keep my eye on the prize, baby. I got things to do.
And she does. And she does. I'm so excited for the things that she got going on. Because it's ready. She's ready. It's been time.
Yeah. It's been time. I was like, I didn't want to introduce it today. I was like, we can talk about it another time or whatever. But so what's your self-love?
Okay. If your actions were a sledgehammer, how would you use them to break the barrier that's holding you back?
Yikes. Come on, sledgehammer. Okay. And y'all feel free to answer the question. Please too. So read it one more time. Read it one more time.
If your action was a sledgehammer, okay, how would you use them to break through the barrier that's holding you back? Okay. So this particular show is literally touching on the things that, again, self-worth, self-doubt, self-love, all of those things continue to hold me back, because there's really no one that can necessarily hold me back, but it's literally me and my thoughts and my feelings and my attitude towards myself,
right,
is the one that. So if I had a sledgehammer, I would literally the mirror, just break the mirror. Okay, that's one thing. I'm gonna break the mirror so that way I don't see me. I want to just be able to move forward and know that I have the skills. I know how to do what I need to do because I've been doing it. And that's one of the things. I feel like I set my own self like back. You get what I'm saying? I will tell my own self something. Oh, well, you can do this. I love being able to help other people, but it also stops me from helping myself. And that, when I get to come, my friend is amazing at everything that she does. And when I tell
you, she always hype me up. Get y'all a friend that's always gonna hype you up, because she be catching me off guard and I don't even be ready.
What? But because I do get to come in and I do get to learn as y'all learn, right? And for her to have this show like today on like self-love and self-worth, and I'm like, what? And I'm literally just talking to people today about things. I talked to a young mother today, just like, oh, well, what advice do you have? Don't lose yourself. Learn to love yourself a little bit more. Give yourself grace. Another like, how long? Oh, how did you keep your relationship so long? Learn yourself. Love yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you know that you don't need to seek validation outside or even from your partner, and you truly understand who you are and how you operate, you can only be better. You can only be better. And I've been able to be better. So thank you, Miss Love Doctor. Okay.
Girl, we in this thing together.
And that's what, cheers. Cheers.
Where's my
Okay.
cup? Where's my cup?
Okay, because
I need a
baby,
little chair right, a little table right here.
okay, because that's the sledgehammer is broken on that mirror. Okay.
Okay, so that's beautiful. So what you're saying is that like if every time you're getting ready to make a step towards something that you want to do, you see you, and that's what stops you. So you
Yes.
want to bust through that. Oh,
I have to break that mirror because again, I get scared of, well, what is this? Well, what if that? Well, what if this? Because in the beauty industry, when I tell you, everybody is not pleasant, okay? And because
hmm.
of that, you have a lot of people that want to get free stuff. I'm gonna give it to you anyway. I mean, you feel me? Like I'm that type that you don't have to do things like that, but I know people are malicious out here, and it scares me to be open like that.
Yeah.
To be able to be, like vulnerable, because that's vulnerable. Your work is you. And if anyone doesn't feel like you're great at what you do, and everybody won't feel that way, but I still get scared. I still get scared of comments. I'm still get scared of all of those things. That doesn't really play in real life, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna tell you what I told my niece, and I mean, and ultimately, I had to tell myself the same thing if I'm gonna tell her this. But she's young, so I want to catch her now.
Uh-huh.
And the crazy part is, and it was an adult, of course, and it was an adult that made her feel small or bad about herself. She said, "TT, the teacher made me feel like I wasn't smart," and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, gotta talk to all the people in my head, gotta come get the person who talks to the kids. Let's talk differently. I'm like, what do you mean she made you feel unsmart? I said, well, did you wake up feeling smart?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, well, yeah. I said, when you got to school, were you still feeling smart? Before she made that comment, did you feel smart? And she said, well, yeah. I said, so how is her opinion? That's her opinion.
Mm-hmm.
How does her opinion change the way you've been thinking about yourself your whole little life? Nobody's made you feel no different. You can't allow someone else's opinion to rewire the way you see yourself.
Yeah.
You've been with yourself. These people don't even know you. Mm-hmm. You with you every day. You sit up there like, am I this way? Am I what they said I am? And then it's like, girl, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? So almost it's like, and I feel like people, because we have these platforms to talk, I think people are just mean on purpose, like for no reason. Mm-hmm. And they want people to be nice to them though. So it's like you gotta give it. You gotta give niceness. Yeah. So yeah. But by the end of the conversation, we talked around in such a circle to a way to where she said, well, so what you saying is
a little Capricorn.
Because she gonna put it together. She says, so what you're saying is she's the teacher and that's her job to make me learn. So if I'm not ready to go to the next grade, it's really not my fault. It's her fault.
Girl, shut your mouth.
I said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, baby. You got it. You got it.
Clearly, she didn't train. She didn't teach.
Obviously, if I'm not ready to go to the next grade, whose fault is that? Mine? Because I'm showing up every day. My mom is doing homework with me, sugar. I'm reading at my level. But what she told me was I didn't know one word. It was a big word there. I said, well, two things happened. As an adult, she didn't check with you to see why you didn't want to read it. And you weren't honest with her that the reason why you didn't want to read it is not that you couldn't read it. You didn't tell her like, can you help me with this word? Be open with what you need to get what you want. So we had like several lessons in that conversation. We be chopping it up.
Listen,
we be chopping it up.
A little Capricorn, you gotta listen. I love her.
What's up, Candy Cane? What's up, Candy Cane?
She said, so what you saying
what you trying to say to me
is she don't teach me, then I don't learn, and then it's really her. I can't believe I can't believe her little voice would say that for sure.
What's up, y'all? Okay, it's cracking over here at TikTok world. What y'all think about this self-love business? I have to remember to come over here and check the comments. I gotta lean in to y'all, but I appreciate y'all being here to Let's Talk Love. But yeah, that's what she said. So what's the top of your card say?
Breakthrough.
Okay, mine says reliever.
Okay, let's really.
Mm-hmm. If you could erase a hurt that you caused another person, I want y'all to answer me.
Ooh.
Which person would you choose Oh, this is gonna make me want to cry. And
Girl,
which pain would you take away?
girl, don't you do it. Don't you? Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
I would
Reliever. Girl, they trying to make us cry.
it's a reliever. Yeah. I
Ooh, shit.
definitely 100% would choose my mother. Um I would take all her pain away if I could. And if it was something a hurt that I caused her,
Ooh.
I think it's the fact that we had to make a decision when we became adults to split ways because I had to choose me at some point, but it was so hurtful to the both of us. But all I wanted in life was to take her pain away. I did things, the unthinkable things that people still would never even know of because I just wanted to take her pain away because I understood her as a human. I understood her. I am her. You know, so and that's all you could hope for, especially for your mom, you know. So yep, that's who I choose. And you know what is so funny is that I met with this lady and for our flower power donation drive, we were collecting feminine products. So if you want to donate feminine products, let us know. We pass out packets to our ladies that are on the street who need an emergency kit. Okay.
Crazy.
And she was just like, "Ooh." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I don't know how you are with like letting people through or, you know, basically she was like a median or whatever." And I was like, "Well, who's trying to come through?" She was like, "You look just like her."
No, she didn't.
I never told you this story.
No. Come on.
Girl, we was at what's the place by Philly Freeze, the fish place. We was there just sitting there, just eating. Literally, we just sat down and ate. And she was like, I ain't even gonna get into what she said, but um she was very on point with everything. And it was just like the release of whatever we had was gone. I feel it in my spirit right now, my whole body. But yeah. She said some very key things that how else would she know to say?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's yeah. So with that being said, oh, it's your turn.
Girl, we are.
Oh, we just gonna answer one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't answer yours.
You didn't answer mine.
What was yours? I'll answer it. I don't mind.
If your actions was a sledgehammer, how would you use them to break through the barriers that's holding you back?
If actions were a sledgehammer, I would post my workshop last night like I did.
You did?
Because I know that it's always like I gotta get ready. I want to get it finished. And I'm like, post the flyer. Post the flyer. Let's start getting engagement. This is something I'm very passionate about. So it's called Love Leadership Intensive, and it's for couples and individuals that want to love and lead and communicate with breaking patterns and having some type of empowerment and strengthen your emotional intelligence and to connect in a different way, so
yeah.
We want to make sure that it's powerful, because a lot of times we are stuck in these old patterns and ways and we really want to get out of it. So there's different things for couples, and there's things for women and men who wants to do different things. So I think that was a way to get out of my own way, is to just do the thing. They always say just do the thing scared, do the thing nervous, but just do the thing.
Do the thing.
And so it's time for me to do the thing.
Okay. Do y'all hear her say she did that thing? Okay. And again, me and my husband are great people to tell you that motherfucking program worked. Okay. we didn't do the 4
I'm gonna test it out on my friends.
We done did it for 3 to 4 years. and like legit, baby. I'm telling you, once you know who you are, you can really communicate what you need from your partner. Okay. It is a lot of the times it's just because you don't know what you don't know. Okay. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what like what you holding in, the things that you keep holding on to, the things that you don't want to let go, the things that you don't want to break past. All of those things is when you get to know who you are and you are not ask again for me, like I said, I was an empath and I put so much of that on him as if he was doing shit to me that he wasn't.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And because I seen it around me, I'm thinking like, okay, look, it ain't look. I can't be the special one.
It ain't look.
You get what I'm saying? I can't be the only special one that has somebody that's supporting me, that's helping me, that's doing this, that's doing that, that don't mind me hanging with my friends, that don't mind me, like, like sabotaging things. Like, I didn't have that, but I thought I did. Like I thought you was trying to do that on the low. And I held that to like I held it. Like I wanted that to be my life, even though it wasn't.
You know what? I feel like I just made a post about that. Oh, I ruffled some feathers. And what I was saying was like sometimes, and I don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I know y'all like to tussle. Sometimes when you have, I'll just say for both parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a child with somebody and the other person technically wants to be in the child's life. They may not want to be with you, but they want to be in the child's life. And you just want to run with this single parent narrative that you're not in. You don't have to be in.
Yeah.
You're kind of low key, high key creating said scenario for yourself when you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So
oh, like it's a woe is me type of thing. Like
it's
you
like
don't have to be, but like
you beefing with you be and I know I sound biased, but let's just say it in this as an example. You're beefing with this guy because he doesn't want to be with you. So you're withholding the child. You're not giving him the child. You playing games. You over here. Now y'all fighting. Give me my baby. Doing this, doing that. All because he wants to be in the child's life. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't like that though.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't have the single parent narrative. You don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Because they're there.
Mm-hmm.
You have the single narrative.
Yeah.
But they're there. So I get that.
And I used to run a lot of the times with the being like a single parent but married. Like that's a real thing that a lot of some married women would think about. But it's more of like, again, if I didn't know how to express what I needed, even though like I may have expressed it, but if I'm flashing and it's more of like I'm giving it in a way of I'm demanding things, and it's like I'm putting like like a 10 on the 2. Nobody wants to necessarily
the 10 on the 2.
So I'm like, I understand like my reactive ways of feeling overwhelmed and needing help, and instead of just saying that I'm feeling overwhelmed, I need help, I'm over here like, well, fuck you, blah 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 blah. You get what I'm saying?
Clearly,
like,
you don't want to help me.
So what we here for, So that's
what are we here for?
That we are out of that stage. We're in sickness and in health stage.
We have graduated.
We have graduated, baby.
All right, I gotta get y'all a certificate.
Yes, we do. Thank you, babe.
Because they really technically wasn't in the program, but they're my friends. So if they need my help, I got them.
Oh no, she helped us. Okay.
Yeah.
All these shows that we've done really truly helped me figure out me. And therefore that helped my husband figure out who he was.
Wow.
So like
that's beautiful. All right. So the love you give yourself first. Everybody say first. Every relationship you into mirrors the relationship that you have with yourself. If you don't believe you're worthy, you're gonna tolerate the wounds.
Woo, shut your
you're going to tolerate it, friend. You're gonna tolerate the wound, what wounds you. And if you don't trust yourself, you over rely on others. Ooh. And if you don't honor your needs, you'll shrink to fit someone else's comfort. Let's say shots
fired.
Shots
like
fired.
That is really true though. Y'all need to understand that. That's 100% true.
Yeah. So a lot of people just say, and I ask people often, I'm like, who taught you about loving yourself? Who taught you how to love yourself? And my grandma, or people say different things. My mom, my dad, and it's beautiful that somebody taught you, but everybody isn't taught that. No. My whole point of reference or example is always when you were a kid, what did your parents drill in you? Share your toys, share with your cousins, share with your friends, and I feel like sometimes we miss the mark on talking about like how do you still share and honor yourself?
Yeah.
You know, like, Mom, this is my favoriteest toy. There's a toy box over there. Why can't they play with one of those?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you're right.
but you don't know how to say that when you're a kid. And then over time, we adopt that whole mentality of the share, share, share. You're just giving more of yourself, of your things, of money, of time and resources and affection. Let's keep it real. You give up affection when people feel affection deprived. You know?
Yeah. You trying to fill up other people's cup and you empty. How do you fill somebody else's cup up?
Cup straight empty. You just trying to.
It's like trying to give somebody oil when your gas tank is empty. Like, what? I'm gonna give you some gas.
I'm gonna jump your battery, but my battery dead.
Yes.
And it's just
you just gone off. You leave me now. My battery dead, and you done left me. And I done had my. I'm like, wait. I need somebody to help me. Shit.
All right. So yeah, self-love though, for real, it's not a luxury. And I think that sometimes people feel like it's trending. Or it's just like, oh, let me go ahead and post this post on Instagram, #self-love. And I'm like, so what did you do? You know, I ask questions anyway. It's so funny because we're both Capricorns, for who all forgot. Okay. I'm a December Capricorn and she's a January Capricorn. So we're like this, but like this. You know how a heart comes together like this, but like this. And so
everything in the middle is different.
She asks the questions that I should be asking if I want to get to know someone, but I end up asking the questions or get put in the position to ask the questions when I'm understanding someone.
That is true. Shut your mouth. That is 100%.
Because it's like I don't go to people to ask them these questions. They come to me, and you come back and be like, yeah, they got 4 kids and they've been divorced 3 times and they on their way. I'm like, how do you know all that? I'll go on a date and they'll be like, were they ever married? I'm like, I don't know.
But she won't ask like, so, you know, what was your childhood? How was your like she really wants
how do you want to be handled? Yeah. Ultimately, if we're going to be friends, we're going to be in relationship, we need to know how to handle each other. Like, yeah, we're gonna get to your past because in reality, we have a lifetime to talk, right? Yeah. But I need to know that if I'm in a crisis, I need to know how you're gonna handle me before we really even go too much further because
you ain't lying.
You
ain't lying.
Y'all know.
She like again, that's what most people normally want to see what that that thing do. And then they figure things out first. She like,
then they want to know.
It's too late then, because you could be stigmatized or.
I'm like, if you had a rough day at work, like, what does that look like? Yeah. You want to be bothered? You want me in your face? You want to be tickled? You want to be left alone? Like, what do you want to do? I don't know.
See, that's what I like. You want to know them in that. You don't really like. You'll learn they pass as things go, but you like, no, I really want to know you.
What triggers you?
Yeah,
because I ain't trying to trigger you. Don't trigger me. Find out fast. So we don't trigger each other. Okay.
Where's your landmine? Okay.
Tell me. I'm here walking like
I do not want to walk on none. And so many people don't really know about their landmines until it happens. And then you flashing on people. And then it's kind of like, and that's what reverts people back when they're trying to have a relationship. And then you're like, oh, okay. Then you're supposed to, my leg done fell off by this first boom. And now we like, okay, well, we gonna let me patch it up. Okay, let me go. And then I step on the whole nother bear trap, and now my foot is gone. And that is true. I think that is most relationships, that it's a cycle that continues like that. And then by the time your arm, everything is fucked up and everything. You just trying to make work.
You don't even know how you done got blew up.
Shut up. That is.
You don't even know why you got so many injuries.
Yeah.
Now you are cut and you are hurt, and this person is hurting you. And they don't even know that they're hurting you because they're so used to blowing up when somebody steps in that landmine. It's like, this is me. This is the norm, right? I trips. That's what I do. Like, no, don't trip on me.
Don't trip on me.
Don't you trip on your mom.
Don't yell at me. Don't cuss at me.
No, please.
Don't hit me.
Because I'm more than likely not going to yell at you or cuss at you. Yeah.
So I'm not yelling. I just have a higher octave. Okay.
I'm excited.
I'll be passionate about things. Okay.
And then I feel like I still talk like a boy sometimes when I get inches, and I talk with my hands. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with boys. I'm a tomboy. I'm working on it. We softening ourselves out. We working on it. Have patience with me. The soft guys aren't through with me yet. But self-love is the foundation to everything, right? And so it's almost like you building a home, and you can't build a home on mushy clay.
Right? And people do it all the time, girl.
Like, I don't know why the house is sinking.
Like, what?
It's like, what is the emotional infrastructure to that? You know what I mean? So what do you accept?
Crazy. That's what, like, again, nobody really knows. To me, I feel like I didn't know what I accepted until I had to accept it, if that makes sense.
Like, you didn't know what you would accept until you
until I had to come upon that, right? Because I feel like when you're young, I kind of understood being young. We was gonna make some shit. We was gonna fuck up a few times. Okay, I expected that as somebody young. But when you get older, you like, look here, come on now. If we still choose it after, you feel me? Like, come on, homie. Like, I don't want to.
And it's like what you accept changes.
Yeah, true.
Over years, you know what I mean? And it's like, because the older I get, I'm like, look, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is with whoever I'm with anyway, right?
Right.
If you know that you can't commit to never stepping out in our relationship, I'm gonna need you to say that and allow me to make a decision on what that looks like for us. And we come to the table and we play your cards and I play my cards. Exactly. We see where we at.
We both be outside. But we if you don't want me to be outside, if you want to be outside, then we definitely gonna be the card.
We're not doing double standard relationships. That's played out.
That's played out.
The thing too is we got to think about, what do we repeat? Because we repeat things that are like, it's even in a situation of like, you will literally look at yourself and be like, why in the hell did I just do that?
We know it. Y'all know it. Okay. For the ones who do it, y'all know it. Okay. For the ones who know, y'all know.
In the hell
listen,
did I just do that? And then later on down the line, you know why you did it, because you're probably gonna do it again. That's what I call keeping it real with myself. So what are you willing to walk away from? What are you willing to stay for? What do you believe you deserve? What do you believe you deserve?
You know what? I believe I deserve. That's something that I still am figuring out. And I'm not going to lie, because I feel like a kid that's been abandoned and that's been hurt and that's been, robbed of a childhood and, robbed of, like love, from like parents, and being like that person who was the cousin that was at the other cousin's house, that was at the other cousin's house, that was the one that was like passed around. You get what I'm saying? Not having a real place. I feel like certain things I just sometimes always want to be wanted in spaces that, like, I've learned that I do things performative. Like I've said that before as well, that learning just to be me. When people say, oh, I noticed you noticed me, you're coming over to me, you talking to me, it's hard for me to accept that. Like, wait, I'm here with somebody else. Why are you paying attention to me? Like, that's something that I'm working on, to be like, oh yeah, I'm her. See, I'm fun.
It's like, me. Hello. It's me. Hello. It's me.
But trying to just be that humble, but still like, I'm her.
Hey, that humble business will strangle you, and I definitely think that's the thing, because I feel like I made a plan with God to not ever be like overly, whatever. So in hindsight, I kind of, first of all, I feel like I disrespect him, because you gave me these skills, you gave me these powers, you gave me these abilities, and I'm downplaying it,
man.
So yeah,
I do a little makeup, I do a little hair.
I mean, I'm like a little love coach or whatever. Yeah. But and then when people be like, "Are you the love doctor?" I'm like, "How did you know that? How did you know that I was?" Right? Um, and when you love yourself first, you don't love others less. That's not what we're
But I
trying
think a
to
lot of
give
people
you.
think that. I think a lot of people think that it,
Remember when we did the Let's Talk Love with the elders?
uh-huh.
And I want to say 90% of the elders were in there when I asked them what was love and where did they place self-love. And they were like, well, there's God first, then thy neighbor, then me. And I'm like, well, who told you that?
Yeah.
The Bible.
Mm.
I said, did God really say that? Then I had to realize that I was in there with a whole bunch of, probably old Baptist church.
Yeah,
But at
them
the end of the
Bible
day, I'm
things.
like, did God tell you to do that? Because how can you love others if you don't love yourself? You have nothing to give.
Yeah.
You can't love your kids if you walking around loveless. You know how many kids don't even know or like to be touched or hugged because their parents didn't ever hug them?
Man. Hmm.
Do you
Hmm.
know, which is crazy, that I've learned that people in relationships who are not used to families that are huggy, feely, touchy, takes offense to that,
That's crazy.
will accuse you of things. Quite honestly, I've learned. Um,
Hmm. Oh
but you
wow.
love them just from a place of fullness, of
Yeah.
clarity, and from
Yeah.
truth. And sometimes, let's keep it all the way 1000. Sometimes people need you to be depleted of love. They need you to be depleted of your
Oh
own
yeah.
self-worth. They
Mm-hmm.
need you to be the lowest of your lowest. They need to rip you away from the people that you love so they
Ooh,
can
such
keep
a.
you where you at.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, why would you think that I love you any less because I love myself more? That has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But when you love yourself more, sometimes they try to pick at you and pull at you, like
Yeah.
you was just saying earlier. You can't allow that.
Yeah.
You
And I
can't allow
think,
that.
remember when we get on the plane and they tell us to put our mask on first? Like I never understood that. I'm like, so my kids is right next to me. You telling me you want to put my mask on first, baby? I'm for sure is about to put them. I'm gonna get them straight. But I also feel like as Black people, we are so giving of like what we have, we're gonna give, no matter who we are around. It doesn't matter. Like I could see a kid and I don't look at that. Like I can see he's not my color, but I can notice that they're in need. I'm going to help, right? I'm not going to put my need first. I'm going to put their need first, right? And
Right.
a lot of people don't even think that way either. They think, well, whatever I do for myself first, I'm going to give you what's extra. Whatever I need for my family first, I'm going to give you extra. And I feel like we have always been taught to make sure everybody is good, everybody is straight, everybody is that. Nobody just looks out for themselves. I feel in my community that I have that is around, it's like everybody has to put other people first, not themselves. We're not taught to make sure we're straight first and then help somebody.
Yeah.
My mom has always told me, and people who've helped me in situations, they didn't have their stuff together, but they were still able to help me. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I.
And it
It's
should
a
be like
cycle.
that. But the thing about it is then you pay it back. You pay it back forward.
Yeah.
A person help you, help you, help you, help you, help you, help you, help you. Eventually, they're gonna be like, well, damn,
Mm-hmm.
I done given so much. So that's a whole nother thing. And we definitely like to do the definitions
Okay.
for clarity and grounding. But I was like in my mind, okay, well, we're gonna talk about self-worth, we're gonna talk about love, and we're gonna talk about giving it to yourself first. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Right? So
Believe.
self-worth is your internal sense of value. It's the
Okay.
belief that you deserve love, respect, safety, and good things simply because you exist.
Period.
Period.
Thank you. That really helped me to
Simply
know.
because you exist.
Because I am alive, I am well, I am
Everybody is
healthy.
worthy
Yeah.
of love
Yeah.
simply because you exist. From the time of conception,
Mm.
what they
Yeah.
say, ashes to ashes and dust to dust, baby.
But that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
When you have a baby in you, I mean, you choose to have that baby, you're gonna love on it. You're gonna feed it. You're going to take it to the doctor. You're gonna go and do those things to make sure that you, again, while it's in you, right? You're gonna take care of it. That makes sense, though. I love how now I know what. Again, it's the dang internal sense of love, and again, when
Of
you add
value.
the value of
Value.
yeah,
And it, like it says, believe that you deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve respect. You
yeah.
deserve safety. You deserve good things in life. You
Right?
deserve people to treat you right.
That's
simply because
crazy
you
that
exist.
people don't know that. And I mean, a lot of people don't really. It's not even know it. We know it, but do we believe it? It's the belief.
Are we
People need to have that
practicing
belief.
it?
Yep, yep.
Are we practicing it? Because
Mm,
like I said, most times nobody's talking to you when you a kid. Well, probably more now
yeah.
because now, but let's just say the 60 babies, they was busy fighting a good fight. You know,
Mhm.
in this book that I'm reading, it talks about even like Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, right? It tells you about it's like generational curse of love for the black community or something like that. I'm reading, and it's like in all their speeches is love thy neighbor or
Mhm.
do this and turn the other cheek and do all this thing. They never once talk about and then love yourself.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
and love is just a commitment to care, honor, truth, and growth, expressions through actions and not just emotion. Finally, finally, we found a definition of love that I love.
Okay.
Because all them other ones is like heavy, like I'm like heavy, like. Can we get a
How do you
little more deeper
heavy?
than that?
Yeah.
A commitment to care, honor, truth, and growth, expressions through actions, not
Shut,
just emotion.
shut the fuck up. That is.
You got that verb, got that
That took,
action.
and
How
again,
that coochie having
that
contractions.
hey, you know what?
Woo!
That's a real one though. That's a real one.
I like
That's a
that.
real one.
I like that
That's a real
definition
one.
a lot.
The commitment to care.
To care
To care.
and honor
Dang.
and
And
honor.
and 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 to be true, right? and
Authentic.
and to grow though, like you, again, it says all, because I love you, I'm willing to grow with you, I'm
Hmm.
willing to be honest with you, I'm willing to honor
Honor
you
you
at the
and
highest, again, to me, at the highest level of honoring someone, right? Shut the and I'm committed to care for you.
I care about you. And you know what Aaliyah said it the best.
Girl,
I love that song so much when she say, "I care for you."
what's wrong with that?
I care for you. That's the name of the song. Like when I say
I got
she keeps it so it's just like to me, if I love somebody, like I just want to shoot it straight, just like that. You know?
And when you do love people though, I do notice that you do.
I'll be a little more softer.
Like no, like legit. Just even with the people that you have around you, your friends, your family, right? The commitment to care for them, the
Mhm.
honor that you show, the growth of like trying to understand, like that's true.
Why? What'd you say? Do we need to get into
I
it?
mean, nah, we ain't got to, but she know,
and
she know.
if we having this self-worth and love, what we gonna do? If we gonna give it and give is to offer something willingly,
Thank
time, energy, attention, compassion,
you. Ooh,
without abandoning yourself in the process.
that's something I
So
had to
we
learn 2 years
giving
ago.
ourselves love, giving ourselves worth willingly. We're putting the time into that thing. We putting the energy into that thing, the attention, the compassion. Can we talk about compassion for a minute?
Yes.
We're gonna have to talk about compassion fatigue. It might be next week. It probably should have been the day.
Okay.
I had so many topics floating through my head. I was like, I'm a parent now. What? I don't like this kid because we need to talk about y'all who don't like your kids.
Ooh, shit.
We
Ooh.
just need to keep it real.
Oh my
And
God.
it's the thing about it is keeping it real is what makes you heal,
Yeah.
right? And I talk to mothers all the time, and it's like
Mm.
you need to say that thing, or talk to fathers all the time. You don't feel you connected to this child, you need to own that.
Mm.
That's the only way you're gonna heal that, or you
Mm.
just gonna keep living it. So I had a lot of topics
Damn.
floating through my mind.
Oh, we gonna get there, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
I thought
Come
about trauma
heavy.
bonding. They
Man,
all got to be
she
coming
gotta
up.
stop. Listen. Woo! Okay, listen. I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
All right. So yourself is your identity, is your needs, your emotions, your boundaries, your desires, your inner truth. All them thoughts that only you can hear, all them thoughts that only you can hear is your truth, your
Mm.
inner truth.
Mm.
So it's like knowing you, knowing your emotions, what you need, while giving yourself willingly the type of love and commitment, honor, and truth
Mm.
by believing what you deserve. You know what I'm
Woo,
saying?
same, girl.
Only because you exist. All right?
Because you alive, okay?
Okay.
Not because of anything else, not because you cute, not because you this, because you tall, because you skinny, because you fat, just anything, because you is alive, okay? You are here, you are on this earth. Ooh, shit.
That's real.
Okay.
And if we're gonna give it to
Can I get
ourselves
an
first,
amen? Amen.
first is before others. And it's not in a selfless, not in a selfishness way, but in a selflessness way. To be in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't pour from an empty cup, or you can't give something from a neglected self. It's just true. And we do it all the time. We run ourselves till we bone dry. That's why at the beginning of the show, I make sure that we always take a minute and reset ourselves, reset our heart, because in my mind, I don't know what you've been doing all day.
Listen.
You probably still listening to me from the car and traffic, trying to get home, trying to get your baby, pick your baby up, take your baby over there. Baby got dance practice. You got to get over here. You got a meeting. You probably got stuff.
Listen. And that's where, again, it's almost Mother's Day, y'all. Okay. That's a big thing. And this is just like, to me, pulling on all of those things. You get what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest things that I told this. Do you have any? Her baby was 4 months. Do you have anything that you want to say to a young mom? Keep yourself. Keep, like, figure out who you are. Don't neglect you. Okay, your baby is watching you, but you still gotta keep yourself. Like, save some time for you. Bless you.
I know my sneezes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that is one of the things that, again, I wish somebody would have told me. Everybody, it's not selfish to love yourself and to take care of yourself and to feed yourself and to nourish yourself with things.
Don't
that
lose
you
yourself.
need.
Take some times out of it. I would say, even as a parent, like, I don't care if it's 25 minutes out the day, and honor the man or woman you are.
Yep.
Not the parent, not the title of the job, not the brother, the cousin, the sister, the husband, the wife.
Yep.
Honor you.
Yep.
I don't care if it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Take that time and honor yourself, because it's important, because once you lose yourself, and like we said last week or whenever we was on here, we're at the age now where my friends are suffering from the empty nest syndrome. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I already went through it, but I feel like my effects were opposite. And so I'm like, they grow up, they go. Yeah. And you just don't know how and where they're going to go, especially if they get into the world where society says that it's a you thing and everybody out for themselves thing, and forget, no, you're supposed to be a family. We're supposed to be communities and villages and us, not you over there and I'm over here. What kind of family is that? Man, that's the trick that they tricked us to think, to keep us separated. Because again, I don't know why I always thought like everybody could all live in one house. Like, that's how because I always they can. In Africa, you have a compound, which is called the family home. See? So you always got somewhere to come to. So you can. In my spirit. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why do I feel that way? Because that's something that's always been in my spirit. Because you're a Capricorn. Because I'm a Capricorn. Because family is big. I feel like, again, if we wouldn't need daycare if we wouldn't need elderly nursing homes. We wouldn't need any of that, because everybody is in the house. And I get that, we want to be like, oh, okay, as soon as again, build a bigger house. My grandmother always told me two grown women can't coexist in the same household, and I never understood that. I was like, why not? Like, I'm still gonna respect you as my grandmother. I'm still gonna respect you as my. We just gonna have two incomes. Exactly. But that's stuff, like you said, that's stuff that people made me feel that society does to break up our family dynamics. Mm-hmm. So how self-worth shapes every relationship. Your self-worth determines the partner you choose, the boundaries you set, the behavior you tolerate. Shut your ass up. Shut up now. That's real. Sometimes, have you ever just looked at somebody and be like, girl? Because what they're doing, they don't realize that you're tolerating it.
Yeah.
They don't realize that I realize that I'm tolerating it. Like, I know that I'm tolerating the things that you're doing. Do you know that? Or do you just think that you're, I don't know. I don't know what other people think, but I know that I'm tolerating it because I'm tolerating it.
Yeah.
When I'm done, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the apologies you accept, the ones that you don't even give to yourself.
Ooh.
Sometimes we'll apologize to somebody else and won't even apologize to ourselves.
Yeah.
Cycles that you repeat, the love that you believe is possible. And that's a deep one right there, because when you're raised a certain kind of way, or you have maybe this disbelief about yourself, you don't think that you can get this partner up to this statue of this thing or whatever it is. Because people ain't gonna treat you better than you treat yourself anyway. They treat you at the level you believe you deserve to be treated at.
Ooh.
So if you feel like you low and you can't, first and foremost, I don't care what you got, how much money you got, doesn't make you high anyway.
Yeah. Money, I mean,
so
money
I know you had wanted to talk about what they were saying, high standard man or something. You was telling me
high value
men, and I'm like, well, why wouldn't he be high value? I'm confused. What else would you be besides that?
I just feel like when they put into what is considered high value, then it means that it is belittling anyone else. And that to me is like, oh, okay, well, a high value man would only want this. A high value man will only want that. But it just depends on what you value, right? Again,
But what makes what makes you high valued?
Me as the person?
No,
or the person that's considered. Well, okay, you know how like when someone has their things together, some people consider themselves high value. Like, oh, I'm emotionally intelligent. I have my own things. I can do my own things. I don't need an external person. And therefore, whoever gets with me, they need to have their own things together for me to be able to even consider, right? So because people value the things that I have, that means more people want me. And because if I'm choosing to be with you, then just know that I'm choosing other people. I'm not choosing to deal with them. So you should be blessed that I'm only choosing to deal with you. And then that kind of gives like a.
So are we using the same analogy with women?
Or
do they try to knock it down?
They try to knock a high value woman. They don't.
Her standards are too high.
Her standards are too high.
Okay.
Because again, the values that we see, again, you should already have all your things together.
What makes that value though? Just because you got, these are your basic necessities. Exactly. These are what you should have together.
But because a lot of men don't have those things together, they think that they are considered high value. I'm this. I'm 6 foot. Everybody wants a 6 foot person. I already have my things together. I don't have 5 baby mamas. I don't have no kid. You get what I'm saying? And they think that what people
they put themselves on a value
system. But I value someone that loves Christ. I value someone that loves family. I value someone that loves, making sure that the people that is within them is okay. The people that is around them is okay. That you care about your parents, you care about your family, you care, like that is to me value. Now, if you don't make as much as I make, that's okay. You may not be able to do this or that, but how do you show up for the people that you love?
How do you show up? Because you got all these things, and
that's value.
Are you a good person?
Are you a good person?
Are you
just a good guy.
Romantic? Mm-hmm. What kind of trauma do you have? What kind of baggage are you carrying? You might got all these glitz and glams and things, but you might not be emotionally available.
That's a whole nother conversation. Because a lot of people are out here that's not emotionally available. And I didn't think that I was like that, but I noticed that I wasn't. I wasn't emotionally available.
You were not.
I was very not. Okay? Very not. Again, I'm okay with checking all those boxes, but do I really believe in those boxes that I checked? Do I just meet them, but I really don't believe them? And the boxes that I have for other people, was that just based off of trauma because of the things that I saw, the things that I've seen? And am I just accepting things for what they are, not who they are? Those are all things that, again, that will get you messed up in relationships. And I think that that's where people need to really start looking at themselves of like, yeah, I'm a flawed individual. I'm human and I still have things that I need to work on. And this person
Can you be patient with me?
yeah. And can I see
Do you expect me to show up whole and healed? Like what do you
Ooh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So signs that you abandon yourself in love is
Okay.
one, definitely ignoring your own intuition.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
to
do it,
keep
y'all.
the peace
Yeah, don't do it.
with someone else.
Don't do it. Because that is a real big thing. Men and women. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
men and women. Okay, I'm so tired of when I hear these men and like, oh yeah, I got a divorce. Like it's the. But I'm like, men, y'all need to hang with your friends. Y'all need to have your own lives. Y'all need to figure things out too. Like it's okay for y'all to have a life. It's okay for you to do things that
It's
you
okay
enjoy.
for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, relationship 101, both parties have to keep their own autonomy because
Yeah.
you don't want to fully emerge into another human, and then you be looking back at the old, like a snake, you looking at the skin of your old self, you done shed it.
Yeah.
Because you done shrunk your voice, you done shrunk who you were, you trying to avoid conflict, you don't want to do different things. And then you start to overgive to earn affection,
Thank you. I told you.
and that's something where like, why am I doing this? Oh, I want them to love me.
Yeah.
You accept inconsistencies because you fear losing them.
Ooh.
Ooh, shut your mouth.
Mm.
I think that one is so key because, and I can just keep it real for myself. I tell myself exactly what I want to tell myself to deal with a person. And I'm already knowing your inconsistencies. I'm already knowing where you treated me wrong. I already knowing kind of where you have me messed up back there. But I'm telling myself I'm dealing with you because of this.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah.
Not the fear of losing you because you've already shown me somebody I don't want to be kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, after my mom passed, I don't care about keeping nobody because people leave when they want to.
Yeah.
So that's something I had to work through. Like, they're gonna choose them every single time. So it is what it is with that. You betray your own boundaries to stay connected. I want you to choose yourself, but when you're in relationship with someone else, whether that's friendship, romantical, family, whatever, you can choose, like you said, you could choose you without loving that person less. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the fact that, and I think for me, it was such a big blow because some of these people have been in my life my entire life. And then my mom passed and I have not heard from you since. Like, not even still to this day heard from you. And so I had to sit in that. I'm like, people gonna choose them. And I think that was the biggest lesson that I had to learn, is that you can't hold on to anything or anyone that don't want to be kept.
Sure.
You want to go? It's probably God's plan.
Yeah.
Because God knows that I'm a giver. God knows that I love you. And he getting tired of me giving to you. I was about to cuss.
And that's true though. The more that I've learned, the more that I stop giving to other people and not myself, the more I can concentrate on my family, on myself, and not and not keep doing things that doesn't help me but hinder me.
Like carrying other people's emotions that are not even yours. You just got them around like a little baby, just carrying them around. Ooh, I got this baby. Let me get this baby emotions and pick them back up, because you don't want them to be hurt. You stay where you're hurting because you're afraid to be alone. Self-abandonment is the quietest heartbreak that you will ever experience.
Shut your mouth. Oh.
It's the one thing that you constantly do to yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you abandon you only hurting yourself. And you can't fault nobody for that. You can't cuss nobody out,
But you want to.
And it's quiet. It's sneaky. It sneaks up on you. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you can't even figure out why your heart is broke.
Yeah.
All right. So some ways to stop abandoning yourself, because we always got to have a solution.
Come on.
Reconnect with your needs. What do you need? I just asked this question to somebody the other day. I'm like, what is it that you need out of this thing? What?
I love that. I love that.
Because if you're saying a thing, you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't be saying this thing if it wasn't still hurting you.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself, what do I need to do to move past this thing? Especially if you're going to still be in relation with this person.
Yeah.
What do you need emotionally? What do you need mentally? What do you need physically? What do you need spiritually?
Yeah.
And a big one for me is, what do I need financially?
Mm.
I don't talk to anybody about my finances.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, "Oh, you so strong. You always got it together." I'm like, "Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm.
What is having it together look like? What is not having it together look like? I didn't know it had a look.
You do,
Like what?
girl. Like, you know that by the 1st or by the 15th, or by the, like, if something about to happen, or if you know, like, oh, okay, everybody about to go on a vacation. Okay, we know, don't call Marquita because she ain't got no money to be able to go. Or don't call this.
But that doesn't look like any. Doesn't mean
That
you don't
is.
have it together. It doesn't mean you don't have it together because you
No,
ain't got you ain't got it one time.
No,
It's inflation.
but it's more times than that. You get what I'm saying? It really is a look out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
Okay.
really, it
My
really
whole
is a
thing
look
is
out
like,
there.
I don't always have it together, and just because I'm not, I don't know whatever the look is, or I'm not walking around talking about it or asking people for things, don't mean you shouldn't tap in with me because I tap in with you.
Sure. That's true.
Honor your boundaries. A boundary is not a wall; it's a standard.
Dang, okay. I really feel like this again. When we talk about boundaries, I feel like it's very, again, like, don't hit me, don't do this. Like, I really want to know, like, in
We
real
defined them. We
time.
got to go back and find our old
Yeah,
show. We defined what
we
our boundaries
did, but
was.
I really, like, again, I feel like as a
How
middle
do you want me to
kid,
be a friend to you? How do you want me to treat you? Give me one thing
that's
that
what I'm saying. I don't know.
is something that you will not accept from me.
I don't know. Because I accept people. I accept difficult people all the time. And I don't know
I feel
how
like
to
when you're trying to
honor
word it, you
that.
saying something only because I know you. That's not true. Because there's so much you stand up for and you will stand in it.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. I've had, like, the closest people to me do me wrong. You get what I'm saying? And I let
Maybe
that,
we just got to
and
run boundaries back.
I think that we do, because how do you teach your kids boundaries? And without the, okay, no this,
You just
no
set a
that.
boundary. You don't need to yell at me and don't curse at me. That's a boundary.
That's the boundary. I think, but those are, like, to me, those are, like, the basic ones.
Don't steal from me. Don't lie to me. Don't cheat me.
I think yeah.
I was about to
But
get
those are
deep.
considered. But those are
I
considered.
had to stop myself.
I was just like, those are the things that, like, again, like I said, because I'm the one that's like, I'm an open book. I'm going to be able to talk to you about everything. I really don't have anything that's off limits when it comes to, like, talking about myself, or, anybody that, to me, I'm not in that phase of, like, oh, what goes on in your house stays in your house. I don't like that belief. I don't like it. To me personally, like, I learned, even hanging with you, like, okay, well, you ain't got to tell everybody your business. You have your select few people that you confide in and that you talk to. Those are the people that you let in. You get what I'm saying? But at first, I didn't know that. I was literally like, if I had an issue, I'm telling you, like, you don't know. Like,
Tap
like,
back
girl,
in just a few minutes. Tap back in. I'm gonna bring you in, but that's just a few minutes.
she don't know. She like, girl, you don't know that girl. You ain't gotta tell her everything. You ain't gotta, again. But that's somebody. Then that's what I appreciate about having good friends, to be able to tell you, like, hey, people will give, if you giving them the match to light your shit up, that's what they can do. You gotta be, like, the ones that you can talk to. And I really appreciated that, because again, I only hung around a whole bunch of guys, and you don't really talk to them like that. You just kind of, you don't really
I
have to be
realize
open.
what I do is, and I'm really trying to change that, is that I think I'm so empathetic to the point where, like, I want to relate to you in the story. So I'm like, oh yeah. I know that happened because that happened with this and that and the other. And I'm like, you don't have to give us, you don't have to meet the story with the story.
But it just means you understand what you're saying. That's a real thing that people do. Again, it's a real thing that people do.
It's something I'm trying to break myself from doing.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because again, that makes somebody else feel personable about, like, oh, okay, well, what they're going through, it's not just you. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you give a real time story of something that's, oh, okay. And to me, it's not like changing the topic back to yourself either. You get what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm like, just Just sit in it. You don't have to. But I'm all of a sudden like, yeah, I get it because this and that.
Mhm.
And then I'll be like, you didn't even have to say all that. So that's where I'm at right now, trying to undo some of that. And like you said, it's discernment. Like sometimes it's okay to do it, but I don't have to do it
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
But
And
get you
listening
that
to
one
your
friend that you can do it. Excuse me. Get you that one friend that you can just, because again, you need to be able to dump that things on. That's why I said I appreciate, like, I be off the wall sometimes, and then she'll bring me back. Okay, and that's
she'll be like, sorry, friend, I just dumped on you. I'm like, hey,
I
that's
was
what I'm
like,
here
yeah.
for. I'm like, yeah, I was getting in the shower, but let me hear it all. Listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. Yourself not gonna lie to you. Yourself loves you. Your body is your greatest protector, and your body knows when something is off,
Man.
and it tells you almost immediately. You know what's crazy is this, and for those who believe in whatever you believe in and whoever you pray to, right? You might pray and say, "Oh, please, um, if people ain't supposed to be around me, clear my energy, get them out of my space, because only let good people be around me that I deserve." And then they do some scans, shit, and then they were like, "Oh, my bad, whatever, whatever, whatever." You accept it. Just like we said with the patterns and whatever. They do it. They do something else. They may not do it the same way, and you say the prayer again. Remove the negative people out of my life.
Man.
Anybody who is taken from me, anybody, whatever, whatever. This person do some scan, and then you like, well, they said they ain't gonna do it again, and then you pray again. It's almost like, how many different ways I want you to show you, that this person ain't supposed to be in your life. And I think that was my biggest lesson, because I used to be like, what did I do? Like, why is nobody talking to me? And when you go from like a big group of people to know people like that, like very small,
Yeah.
and then you like, well, what happened? And I feel like you asked me to remove them. I'll drink to that. And I was like, you know what? It's true.
Yeah.
Because we already know when I become, I'm be like, oh, okay,
When she's already Miss Love Doctor, okay? But when she gets her national platform, because we're gonna speak it to existence, like again, it's gonna be people that ain't supposed to go
what's up, cousin?
okay?
You remember my mama had that? Stop negotiating with your worth. Don't negotiate. The value is the value. It is what it is. What they say,
dollar is a
the
dollar.
price is the price.
Ooh, a dollar is a dollar, bitch. A 20 is a 20, a 50 is a 50, 100 is a 100.
We don't
get to negotiate.
Only person who flipped it was Smokey. He flipped the money. It was still the same amount. Because you don't have to earn love. You don't have to earn it. Well, I do feel like you earn respect and all that stuff. But
respect, but not love.
You don't have to prove your value to nobody else either.
Yeah.
And you don't have to beg for consistency. If a person is not consistent, they showing you what and who and how they are. And ain't no needing you fighting and kicking and screaming to make them be any different. They're showing you physically who they are. Because I'll think about it like, we'll discuss people and you're like, well, would you ever get back with this person or whatever? And I'm like, no, because they show me how they're willing to handle me in various situations.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Right? And make sure you choose yourself without guilt. Okay? Choosing yourself is not being selfish. It's actually quite sacred. So I want to make sure that you honor who you are fully. And don't be guilty about it. Because you carry that thing. The guilt is sit right here. All the rest of our trauma and stuff sit back here. That guilt, though, it sits like
you
right up on your chest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Throw it up.
Yeah. So to end it out, we always got to do a little affirmation moment. So feel free to put your hand over your heart again. And repeat after me. I am worthy of love that I give.
Yeah.
I'm worthy of love that I deserve. I'm worthy of the love that I have never received. Oh, shit. I choose myself first and not last. I honor my needs. I protect my peace. And I return myself with love. And let that settle into your spirits. Let that settle into your heart. Take that with you for the rest of the week because it's necessary. With that being said,
Ooh, y'all. I really hope that y'all felt what I felt right now. Okay, because I'm telling you, these our interactions are getting better and better with your shows that you be writing, girl. I appreciate her though, because again, like being a mom, trying to just work and do the same thing. We all work, whether she a mom or not. We all out here doing stuff for ourselves, for the people that we love, and for us to come back and to be able to communicate and talk and to be able to have a good time, but really teach you guys a lot of things, that again, that we really need to get to the heart of us, who we are. That we're going to be better because of that. We're going to be better because
we're going to be better. And I'm very optimistic about it. I really don't have a lot of space for people trying to tell me anything negative. I believe that we can coexist with love. We don't have to coexist in hate. All of this is learned behavior. We just got to unlearn that thing. You got to want to, the willingness, the willingness to, try to do something different. Matter of fact, make up with somebody that you miss. Make amends with somebody. Like, allow that love to spread to somewhere else. Because I definitely had a lot of things on my heart. I always got a lot of things on my heart, but I was expressing it to them, and I'm only going to give certain captions. I'm not going to go all the way through with what my thought was. But we so quick to funk with our friends, get into it with our cousins, have a problem with our, you know what I'm saying? Our parents. Let's keep it real. You'll get into it with your parents, but you'll forgive this person, or you won't even say nothing to this person. Your damn show ain't ready to ride on this person who got you all the way messed up. But this person makes an infraction. You don't even tell them that they're wrong, and you don't even take a minute to say, let me give them an opportunity to fix it. But we'll funk with that person and stand on it 10 toes down.
Yeah,
I ain't messing with them no more, or whatever that looks like. Like, how quickly we forget. What of the words of my big brother E40 said, don't bite the hand that feeds you, don't get amnesia. You hear me? And we do it, and we do it, and we do it, and you be mad at this person, and you like, oh, okay, well, I ain't messing with them, or they ain't talking to me, or whatever. Did you try? Try. I'm tasking y'all with that. Doctor's orders, okay? So, thank y'all for joining us for another heart healing conversation on Let's Talk Love. I am your favorite love prescriber, and this is my beautiful co-host,
Beauty on the Beat, y'all.
And so we're going to always remind you that love is not something that you fall into. It's actually something that you lead with.
Ooh,
so the foundation of every healthy relationship is the one you have with yourself. Okay? When you stop abandoning you, you stop accepting things in love that abandons you. And if you want to fall deeper into any part of that today's episode, like self-worth or boundaries or self-abandonment, just tap in, let us know and send me a DM, and we can explore it a little bit more together. And if this episode spoke to your heart, please share it to somebody else who deserves the emotional, mature love that you are now finna start leading with. Okay? Until next time, choose yourself, honor yourself, love yourself first. All right, we're gonna holla.
See you next time in the Love Lounge.
Bye.